Welcome back to the Betterment Project. My name is Raffy Rodriguez. Brothers, today we're talking about a trap. It's a psychological loop that drains your energy, kills your frame, and if I'm being honest, makes you look weak in the eye of the people you're trying to lead. Have you ever found yourself in an argument at 11 p.m., repeating the same three sentences for the 20th time, trying to get your partner just to understand your intentions? You're sweating, your heart rate is up, and you're practically begging for them to see your side. If that's you, you're stuck in the JADE Cycle. And today, we're going to learn how to break it, reclaim your dignity, and harness the power of silence. Now, what is JADE? JADE stands for Justify, Argue, Defend, and Explain. It is a defensive communication style that we fall into when we feel under attack. But here's the cold, hard truth of the Better Man philosophy. You lose your emotional power the moment you feel you must constantly explain your worth to someone who is committed to misunderstanding you. Think about it. When you justify your basic needs or explain your character over and over, you are essentially saying, I don't have the authority to make this decision without your permission. You are handing over the keys to your emotional well-being. JDing turns a peer-to-peer relationship into a courtroom where you are the defendant and your partner is the judge and jury. That is not a masculine frame. That is a child's frame. Now here comes the psychology of the loop. Now why do we do it? We do it because we crave resolution. We think, if I just find the right combination of words, she'll finally get it. But listen to me. In a high conflict moment, the other person often isn't looking for information. They are looking for validation of their anger or control over the narrative. When you jade, you provide them with more ammunition. Every explanation you give is just another hook for them to snag and pull. If you say, I stayed late at the gym because I've been stressed and need the health benefits, you've just given them two things to attack: your stress management and your definition of health. You have invited a debate where none should exist. Number 3. Stating your truth once. So how do we stop bleeding? It starts with the state once rule. A man of high value states his position clearly, calmly, and once. I'm going to the gym for an hour. I'll be back for dinner. I heard what you said, but I have made my decision on this budget item. That's it. No because, no well you see, no, don't you remember when you did. You are signaling that your word isn't enough. You are signaling that your truth is up for negotiation. A better man knows that his word is the final word on his own intentions and character. Number 4. Reclaiming dignity through silence. This is the hardest part, the walk away. Once you've stated your truth and the other person tries to pull you back into the JADE cycle with a "but that's not fair," you're just being selfish. You have to use the most powerful tool in your arsenal: silence. Silence isn't the silent treatment that's petty and manipulative. I'm talking about emotional self-sufficiency. It's the ability to sit in the discomfort of being misunderstood without needing to fix it right that second. When you stop defending, the argument has nowhere to go. It dies for lack of oxygen. While walk away or simply saying, I have said my piece, I'm not going to argue about this, you are reclaiming your dignity. You are saying my peace of mind is more important than winning this circular debate. Now, brothers, listen. You don't need to win the argument to win the day. You win the day by maintaining your composure. Now stop being the defendant in your own life. You know your heart, you know your work ethic, and you know your worth. If someone refuses to see that, an extra 30 minutes of explaining isn't going to change their mind. It's only going to lower your status. State your truth, hold your frame, and have the courage to let the silence do the talking. Thanks for tuning in into the Betterment Project. If you have been stuck in a JADE cycle lately, I want to hear about it. Drop a comment below. And how are you going to practice silence this week? Hit subscribe and let's keep building. See you on the next episode.